Tonight was one of the most nerve-wracking nights of my life. My daughter broke up with her boyfriend and things went downhill fast. It started around 9 p.m. He left the house angry because she accidentally woke him up after her shower. A couple hours later, he texted that he'd forgotten something and came back. I didn't think much of it at first, until I heard yelling. There was a loud bang like something hitting the wall, followed by shouting. I went to her room and heard her saying, "Get out of my face!" I knocked and opened the door. He had her cornered against her dresser, his body inches from hers while she cried. My heart dropped. I used my command voice, I'm former military, and said, "You both need to separate." He glared at me, grabbed his backpack, and stormed out. Half an hour later, he started texting that he wanted more of his stuff. My daughter told him not to come over, warning that we'd call the police if he did. At 1 a.m., he still showed up. My daughter, still shaken, handed him a few things through the door. Then he started demanding a necklace his mother had given her as a gift. When she refused, he said, "If I don't get that necklace, I'm gonna crash out." Maybe I overreacted, but to me, that sounded like a threat, either to himself or to us. I didn't wait to find out which. I called the non-emergency line while he was still outside. My daughter panicked and just gave him the necklace so he'd leave. He drove off while I was still on the phone, so I told the dispatcher to cancel the call. About 10 minutes later, 2 officers showed up anyway. They said since it involved domestic conflict, they needed to check in. They were calm and professional, took his name and car info, and told me if he comes back again, they can issue a criminal trespass. Now my daughter is embarrassed and says I made everything worse by involving the police. But I can't stop thinking about how close things felt to going bad, and I was genuinely scared that he was going to return. Am I the a-hole